Well, hello everybody and welcome to another video here with Game On with Yassine. Today we're going to be talking about the game, or some games actually that are going to happen this weekend in the Premier League. The Premier League is heating up and things are getting tight for different teams, the Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City and others. And of course, in the bottom three, things are getting tight there. So I was like, I really need to talk about this, especially the game that's going to happen, that's going to take place between Man City and Liverpool. If you saw my videos I made about Liverpool and Man City, based on their last games, Man City lost to Real Madrid. It was a terrible performance from Man City and from Prep. Pep didn't prep. That's it. Pep didn't prep. That should have been my title for that video. Oh no. Anyway, so hopefully he's going to prep for this game. Otherwise, Liverpool is going to smash him. On the other hand, Liverpool didn't win against Aston Villa. They ended up 2-2. And that's... I was debating, thinking about, was it a good result for Liverpool? Was it a bad result? If you think about the rivals with them, Arsenal, they actually tied with Aston Villa in Arsenal's field. So it is really, really tricky to say what actually that game meant for Liverpool. So because you need to look at the big picture about what's happening exactly around them, and also about their status in terms of health and physicality, because we could see, in the game against Aston Villa, they were creating chances. And for me, I always say, if a team is creating chances, they are going to score eventually, right? And that's why they managed to score 2 goals. But some of the players did not do well. Like I talked about Núñez last time, but actually... Jota also scored a clear choice opportunity. So I apologize for just talking about Núñez. Jota also has his opportunity and missed it. So again, this game is going to be, as I said, is going to be fun to watch. I honestly don't know what to expect, but I was thinking about what is the recipe for Liverpool, or what is the recipe for Man City to who's gonna beat the other. Is it gonna be a tie? We don't know. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if Man City scores first, that doesn't guarantee them the win, right? Because if you score against Liverpool, there is a big chance Liverpool is going to score, right? Salah always, for some reason recently, finds a way to score. And if Liverpool scores on you, and I think this is the recipe, the winning recipe for Liverpool, is score first, maybe as early as possible against Man City. That way they get doubtful, they doubt themselves, and they start to make more mistakes. Then they open up the play, and they're going to try to attack you, then you can hurt them more. Now, the challenge with Liverpool, I find, is for me, they always seems that they are going to concede a goal. When there is an attack against them, they look vulnerable and they can get hurt. So that's something they need to work on. I know, and I think Arne Slot, that's why his play style always likes to control the ball, even sometimes in a negative way, not really pressing, but passing the ball around, trying to build something. And that's maybe actually a good way to reduce the risk of being attacked, right? Man City is all over the place. They may show up this weekend on Sunday, they may show up, they may not. Look what they did against Newcastle. And even what they did against Real Madrid, they scored first in the first game against Real Madrid. Then they went to Real Madrid and they just they dropped it. They dropped the ball. They dropped the ball really bad. So I don't know. Man City, I think the only way to win against, or to do well against against Liverpool is to do what Man United did, just put so much pressure on Liverpool. And how are you going to put pressure on Liverpool? I don't know. This is a good question. Like how is Man City going to put pressure on Liverpool while Liverpool has the momentum? The momentum meaning, or has the desire, or has the let's call it the momentum, because they are 8 points ahead. Actually, they have the momentum to win the Premier League. So how are we going to face that, right? And especially that's what I was thinking about. Maybe like having a 1 point against Aston Villa was not a bad thing for Liverpool, because at least now they need to win. They think in their heads, if we want to kill this, I don't know what I have this in my ear. I'm not even using it. If we want to kill this title race, this is our chance to win this game. Now, the challenge is Arsenal is playing this weekend also, right? And Arsenal is playing before Liverpool. So, depending on what Arsenal is going to do against Forest, wow. No, sorry, not against Forest, against West Ham. Forest is going to be the game between Arsenal and Forest is going on Wednesday, February 26th. But this weekend on Saturday, the game is going to be against West Ham. West Ham is not an easy, what can I say? Not an easy team. So I guess if we look at West Ham's last matches, what they did in their last matches, and we'll see what's going to happen. They're having a rough, what can I say? They're having a rough run. They are having a rough run. 3 losses, 1 draw, and 1 win. And the win was what can I say? They won, they lost, they draw. They lost the game twice. Now, this is the other thing we need to pay attention to. Arsenal is struggling, of course, because of so many injuries they have, right? So for them, they need to win. It doesn't matter how. Like the last game they won, it was not a beautiful football, but they ended up winning. So that's what they need to focus on this game. They need to use what they have properly. They don't want to extend themselves, and West Ham hurt them. Then it's going to be really hard for them to get back in the game. Now, the challenge for Arsenal in this game is West Ham is still in the danger zone to go down to the Championship because they are in the 16th position behind the Wolves. So they are going to be coming after you. They are going to at least to get a point from this game. So that's what we expect going forward. All the games are going to be me trying to save myself, right? So yeah, that game is going to be actually very good to watch. Of course, Arsenal is trying to catch up to Liverpool. Now, depending on what Arsenal does in this game, Liverpool is going to have to respond. Best scenario for Liverpool, loss or at least a draw for Arsenal in this game. Because now because Arsenal because Arsenal is trying, or they think they are putting pressure on Liverpool to catch them, right? But at the same time, Arsenal is also having pressure because they're like, okay, we need to keep winning. So that creates pressure. We need to keep winning to keep catching up. So people always say, like if you watch all the media, they say, Arsenal needs to put pressure on Liverpool. But Guess what? Arsenal always also has pressure to put pressure on Liverpool. So it's all pressure. What can I say? The Premier League is being pressure cooked these last few months. So that's the thing. So based on what Arsenal is going to do, Liverpool is going to have to respond. Now, Man City. If we talk about Man City, actually Man City is not lot of people they see like Man City struggling like they struggled against what can I say, against Real Madrid recently. They think Man City is not doing great, but Man City is not doing too bad in the last 5 games. They won 3 times and they lost 1 time. So they are not too bad in the what can I say, in the Premier League. So they have they can do something, and they are now in the 4th position, which is actually surprising to say the least, based on what we have been seeing from them, right? Then in front of them is Nottingham Forest, and Forest is ahead of them. They have 47 points, and Man City has only 44. So those are only 3 points. Now, if Forest that is playing against Newcastle and they're going to Newcastle, man, that is not going to be an easy game for Forest. Yeah, so if Forest drops the point here and they have a game next Wednesday against Arsenal and drop points there, Man City can catch up to them. So we'll see. Man City might be still in it. It might end up 3rd this season. We'll see. I don't think they're gonna have chance to win the Premier League anymore, but they have chance to end up in the first, at least the first 3. I guess at least in the 3rd or the 4th position if they keep winning. So the struggle now with them is, are they going to have Haaland this game? We don't know, right? We don't know if they are going to be able to use him in this game, because in the game against Real Madrid he was missing. So we don't know. If he's missing, I think, as I said in my when they won 4-1 they against Brighton. Was it Brighton? No, sorry, against Newcastle, against the Magpies. So when they won that game, Haaland was the captain, and I said about the importance of Haaland. Like, he definitely built a good reputation among his teammates. Like, they really look at him and they feel comfortable, and they feel, what can I say? They feel they can do something when he's there. So if he's missing this game, I don't know, to be honest, how things are going to shake up for them. So Man City might be in a really bad situation this weekend. We'll see. Marmoush, we don't know, like, if he is ready to lead the attack by himself, the attacking for Man City yet by himself. We don't know. Like, his teammates needs to still needs to understand his game, and it sounds like what it looked like from a Newcastle game. He and Haaland were able to play together. One of them either run and the other one take a defender with him. So that seemed to work for them then. Yeah, Liverpool, on the other hand, I know that, as I said before, Liverpool wasted the opportunities in the game against Aston Villa, but that's at the same time, it's not a bad thing for them, because they were creating chances. And it's like an attacker. If an attacker is missing opportunities, that's okay, as long as he is positioning himself in the right place, because you're eventually going to score. And that's actually what Arne Slot talked about in his interview. I think it was today, and he was asked about Núñez, about Núñez miss, and what can I say? He was kind of a little bit unhappy with Núñez, not because of him missing the chance. He said that's the life of an attacker. You can miss chances, but how are you going to react after missing the chance? And he said that the performance of Núñez after that was not what he wanted him to. Like, he wasn't as he is. Like, he didn't work hard. He wasn't intense. He wasn't like a lot of games recently. We used to see Núñez. He comes in, he puts pressure, he runs, he tries, he helps, but after missing the opportunity, he didn't do that, and that made Arne Slot, I guess, unhappy. And he's going, according to him in the interview, they were going to talk about it and try to figure it out. Again, it is not easy to be a number 9, but again, this is your work, man. You need to perform. If you hire somebody to work at your house to fix your electricity as an electrician, right? And it comes to, like, put the wiring, everything in, and everything is good. Then when it comes to like flickering the switch to have the light, there is no light. I'm sorry. I really don't like to criticize people, but I am criticizing these guys not because I dislike them, but just because of their performance, right? I have total respect for what they do, but again, you need to do your job, man. If you don't do your job, if you come hire somebody, as I said, and you come like, hey, and they ask you, hey, pay me. It's like, how am I gonna pay you? I don't have electricity, man. So same thing. These players, they need to think about it like this. They need to think about like, and I'm sure they think. I'm sure some of them or most of them think that this is my job and this is what I'm doing because that's how they make their money, right? I think his challenge. Núñez. That's what I was saying. Like as a number 9, he has opportunities. Like he has headers. Like he positioned himself very well. It just the finishing point, the finishing touch is his challenge. I think that is his big challenge, and that could be because less of imagination. I think this. I don't know. This is not gonna sound weird, imagination, but I think as a player, right? Like in normal life for us, like sometimes we have challenges in our life, and that's why we say we learn by experience, right? We learn by experience. Sometimes you have a challenge today at work, you couldn't figure something out, then you learn, you maybe ask questions, or maybe you make a mistake and somebody fixes it for you, then you learn by mistake day after day after day. But for a player, it is really, really hard for a number 9 and for a goalkeeper. I think they need to imagine themselves in positions like, hey, when I am in this position, what do I do, right? Because football, you can anticipate how football works, right? I am an attacker. I run, somebody cross the ball to me. What do I need to do, right? Do I need to shoot it up, try to catch a bird, or do I need to put it? What is the position of the goalkeeper? Right? Is he here? Do I put it up in the corner there, or I flicker on top of him? Like, do I put it in the close corner? So you have options, right? And I think that's the thing with Núñez. He needs to put himself in these situations so many times, keep repeating it, and he will get it, because the main thing is getting into a position, which for me is a big deal, because the players who cannot put themselves in positive positions to receive the ball to score, that's the big challenge. Who don't react. He actually reacts. He can find him here and there, and he scored many goals like that. So that's the thing. Like, he just need to what can I say? To use this imagination thing, like a goalkeeper. Mistakes from goalkeepers are the worst. I can guarantee you, goalkeepers, when they sleep, they always like dream about where the ball is going, right? And I'm sure they do. And for them, I think it's easy, not easier, but like things repeat themselves a lot, like how players shoot the ball, how if they shoot it up high, if they shoot it this side on the ground, how far you need to be out from the line. Those things, they become second nature, and that's the thing. I think that's what Núñez needs. He needs to put himself in situations like that. He needs to imagine himself a lot in those situations, and he doesn't need to think so much, because when you think so much, you have defender trying to put pressure on you, you're just gonna kick it. You're gonna make a quick decision that most of the time is going to be wrong. So I think for Núñez, you need buddy to imagine yourself in those positions, and and just like try, like say, hey, this is what I'm going to do in this situation. Boom, boom. Like if I have the ball here, I put it there. If I have the ball, put it there. That way, at least keep it in the target, because if it hits the goalkeeper, it can fall in front of maybe back, like in that situation, in front of Sarastai, or go out for a corner, or hit the keeper and go in something. Just make sure it's in the square, in the target. I think that's my only advice for any attacker, basically, is that. And wasting chances that can happen, but again, just working on it, doing that imagination thing, and I think he can be able to fix that. Because people who say he's not ready for the Premier League, I think they are wrong. I honestly think they are wrong. As I said, he put himself in positive positions, and that's the big thing, right? Because like, just like, see, when you're training, like you hit the ball 5 times maybe, and you score 3 times, right? But that's the thing. It's like, that's the thing. They have to make decisions so quick. It can be tricky. But if you train your brain to do it and do it, it will work for you eventually. And I think that's where Salah is, right? Salah is, and that's why sometimes I remember one of his interviews. He said, excuse me, football is easy, because I think he got to that point where he knows how to position, how to kick the ball, how to position his body, all those things. So it's all growing. Anyway, I hope Núñez this time will be the savior in this game and give his fans, what can I say, some happiness and pay them back. So again, nothing against anybody personally. I wish you guys good luck, both teams, Man City and Liverpool. I hope you guys enjoyed my preview for this weekend. I didn't actually talk about so many what can I say, teams, because it will take forever, and I would like to just mention the last few like the teams in the bottom in the league. We have Southampton. They're having a rough run this year. I have a feeling they are not going to be able to survive. They only have 9 points. Leicester City 17, Ipswich 17, Wolves 19. So for me, I am again, I have no horse in the race with this team, but I want Leicester City to stay just for Ruud's sake. I liked Van Nistelrooy as a player in the past, and he seems like a nice guy. So hopefully they can pull it and stay in the Premier League. That way we can see them next year, maybe with fresh legs and fresh planning. Again, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the reactions this weekend. And let's have fun and enjoy football, and keep the ball keep the ball rolling. Yeah, keep the ball rolling. Thank you so much again. Bye bye.